is already mid-May and we are into the spring season, but where I live, it's been pretty rainy and the weather has been really up and down. In any event, I'm going to show you what I've been wearing, the things I've been loving, the things I look forward to wearing for the rest of the month. As usual, I've got all the occasions covered, so I hope you find some inspiration here, and let's jump in. The first perfume I've been wearing is an old favorite of mine. It's Lancome Idole, and this is a really pretty feminine, fruity floral with a top note of pear. It's one of my, truly, it's one of my favorites. I loved it the first time I tried it. You can find it anywhere. It's super affordable, super accessible, highly recommend. It's a year-round scent as far as I'm concerned, but I especially enjoy it in the fall for the kind of warm, cozy pear vanilla piece of it. And I enjoy it in the spring because it's got just enough fruity floral that's like uplifting, a little sparkly, kind of upbeat that really makes me feel like the warmer months are here. And the only thing about it that's kind of annoying is that it doesn't stand up. This is like the old bottle. I think the ones that they make now in the flankers and whatnot, they have like a fatter bottom that can stand. It does have a little bit of a syrupy pear smell to it. It's not like a fresh pear throughout. It starts a little fresh and then it turns into something that almost smells like if you were to buy like a cocktail with pear in it and they use like a syrup to make the pear flavor. It almost reminds me of what that would be. And then it smooths out back to kind of a fresher pear mixed with the vanilla and woody base, I think, and other things. So let me just read you the notes. Pear, bergamot, pink pepper in the top, rose jasmine in the mid, white musk, vanilla, patchouli, and cedar in the base. Love this one. You've probably tried it. If you haven't, you should try it and highly recommend. I will continue to enjoy this throughout the month and of course later in the year. Lancome Idole. This next one is another Lancome fragrance, and this is Lancome La Nuit Trésor Nude. This is the coconut vanilla smelling version of the Lancome Trésor line in the diamond shaped bottle. Really, really pretty, really cute on the vanity. And this one has, to me, a heavy coconut scent. So I love the coconut note in the spring, summer months. It's not so summery that I feel like it's too soon. It's just right. For a while, this I think was a little hard to find, and I don't really know why, but you can definitely get your hands on it. And so the top notes, there's not a lot listed here, but top note, bergamot, middle note, rose, base, vanilla, and coconut. At least that's what it says on Fragrantica. Not a whole lot more listed. I don't know if there's more in here. I suspect that there is, but it is delicious. It is long lasting. It is affordable, and affordable in the scheme of fragrances. I don't mean that it's cheap. I mean, like, you can find it and it's probably not going to break the bank if you're used to fragrance prices. So I think it's good value for money, and it's a perfect coconut scent. This is La Nuit Trésor Nude. This next one is Sublime Rose by Tory Burch. This is a very light rose scent. And by light, I mean it both mists light. It's almost like you have to try really hard to get a lot out of there. Really pretty atomizer, but very light mist. And it has a light, beautiful, fresh rose, perfect summertime scent. I wore this to work several days this past week, actually, because I had a lot of meetings where I was going to be sitting next to people, and I don't like to be the one in the room whose fragrance is screaming and annoying and like cloying to everybody around. So I wore this so that I could smell nice and feel nice, but also so that I wouldn't make everybody sick. And the top notes are rosewater, blackcurrant, the middle notes are rose, freesia, and the base notes are patchouli and dreamwood. I absolutely love this. It is very much on the lighter side, so if that's your thing, go for it. If you want to overspray and get a little bit more out of it, you could. If you're looking for something that's a heavy rose or a sweet rose, a syrupy, jammy, over-the-top rose, you're not going to get that here. This is going to be a light, refreshing, like the note rose water kind of fragrance. So if that's what you're in the mood for, this is going to do it. Next up is Cassili by Parfums de Marly. This is, everybody knows this bottle. This is a really pretty, fruity, sweet summertime, spring summertime fragrance. The notes are red currant, floral notes, and rose, Bulgarian rose in the top, plum, frangipani, petalia, and mimosa in the mid, vanilla, tonka bean, and sandalwood in the base. This smells like a sweet, not sickly sweet, but sweet, fruity floral. This is like a fruity floral, heavy on the fruit. And lovely springtime scent. It's like outside in the park. It's like brunch with your friends. It's wear to church. It's wear to work. It's any occasion. I don't get like overly sexy, super date night kind of thing, but I get basically any other warm weather occasion. This is perfect for, and I have been and will continue to enjoy this in May. Next up is a YSL fragrance, Supreme Bouquet. And the notes listed for this one are pink pepper and bergamot in the top, tuberose and ylang ylang in the mid, and amber, woody notes, and patchouli in the base. This is heavy on the patchouli, so be aware. It is a warm floral fragrance. It is a heavy floral fragrance. You're going to get a lot of, there's something creamy-ish about this. So it's like a creamy-ish, heavy floral fragrance. I like it. But if you get headaches from florals, certain kinds, I would try this first. But it is beautiful. It is feminine. It is not light. It's not light, fresh, airy. It's like heavy florals, but very, very pretty and does last. So recommend trying Supreme Bouquet. This next one is Passion de l'Amour by House of Sillage. And the top notes listed for this are raspberry, saffron, bergamot. Middle notes, raspberry, amorous, lily of the valley. And base notes are agarwood or oud, vanilla, patchouli, and liatris. This actually is a lovely spring, summer scent for me. This top looks horrible. I think this is like a excellent summer or spring date night fragrance. It's got a little bit on the sexy side. Definitely be enjoying this going out when it's cooled down a little bit at night, but it's still warm in the air. It's a lovely, fruity, floral fragrance that's a little on the heavier side and perfect for an evening. Next up is Lalique Soleil. This is a pretty sparkling, light spring-summer fragrance. I wore this a few times in the daytime this week, and it was absolutely lovely. The top notes are mandarin orange, bitter almond, and cardamom. Middle, pear, milk, candied almond, caramel, coffee, jasmine. Base, praline, white musk, and sandalwood. That description makes it sound like, or those notes makes it sound like this would be a very heavy, like gourmandy. I don't get that at all. This is light to me. This is sparkling. This is summer. This is uplifting. This is a tinge sweet, not overly. I think this is pretty. I think it's feminine. I don't think it's overly complicated or too much at all. The notes almost read like it could just be a little too much. I don't get that at all. I think this is a perfect daytime, just about any occasion fragrance. And that's how I've been wearing it in May. The next is Rouge Smoking by BDK. This is a very popular fragrance, talked about a lot online, and it was on my wish list for a long time. I just picked it up along with a few others, but this I was really nervous about because a lot of people seemed to love it. I was not able to try it, so it was going to be a blind buy, and I was like, do I take the chance? It's also got a cherry note, which for me is tricky. The top notes are cherry, pink pepper, bergamot. Middle, Black vanilla, heliotrope, orange blossom, and the base is tonka bean, cashmere wood, white musk, ambroxan, labdanum, and violet. Here's the verdict on this after wearing it quite a bit. It's hard to tell, but I've been wearing this quite a bit. I'm happy I have it. Very much so. I was pleasantly surprised at how much I like it. It does have a little tinge of like cherry cough syrup, Dr. Pepper vibe, which I don't love. That's what it smells like, just a little bit in the background when I smell it there. But when I put it on, it is fantastic. It is warm. It develops. It is enticing. It is pretty. It lasts. It projects. Not obnoxiously so, because that's not really my style, but it does the job. Very happy with this. So I'm going to keep enjoying this one, Rouge Smoking. Next we have Narciso Rodriguez Musk Noir Rose. That's a mouthful. Okay, this is a pretty Narciso Rodriguez musky fragrance. It's very popular. I know a lot of people love this. A lot of people rave how sexy and sweet and pretty and clean musky it is. I agree. I think it's fantastic. The notes are plum, pink pepper, bergamot. Middle is musk, rose, and tuberose, and the base says vanilla, according to Fragrantica. It is a pretty, somewhat sweet, lovely, musky, somewhat sexy, floral perfume. It doesn't disappoint. I think it's fantastic. Glad I have it. Love to wear it. Will continue wearing it. Highly recommend Musk Noir Rose. Next up we have Replica Lazy Sunday Morning. And the notes on this one are aldehydes, lily of the valley, and pear in the top, rose, iris, orange blossom in the mid, white musk, ambrette, and Indonesian patchouli leaf in the base. This smells like a clean, powdery, slightly sweet, cozy fragrance. I just love it. In a sense, I guess it smells like the title, but I don't have lazy Sunday mornings because I get up and go to church. But a cozy morning, clean sheets, fresh, I could see that. I like to wear this when I am doing something that I want to feel and smell clean and fresh, where I want to feel uplifted. If I were going to do errands around the house, if I were going to go take care of things, even going out like lunch or shopping with friends or going for a walk or something where I don't want to wear something that's too much, but I want to feel like uplifted, upbeat, clean and fresh. This is what I would reach for. Next is Libre or Libre, YSL, and this is the Eau de Toilette version. I'm using the Eau de Toilette right now because it's a little lighter. I have all of them, every single one of them. I love them all, but the regular ones are a little heavier, and I tend to only bring those out in the fall, winter. This one is great when it's a little warmer. The notes on this are lavender, of course, bergamot, mandarin orange in the top, orange blossom, jasmine tea, and jasmine in the mid, musk, vanilla, ambergris in the base. This does, to me, smell like a lighter version of the original. The notes are a little different, but overall, it smells like Libre to me. It smells really pretty, warm, and just not quite as much in this one. So if you like Libre, but you want something lighter, or if you don't like Libre because it's too much, you might enjoy this. Check it out, Eau de Toilette. Next up is Mancera Holidays. This is a popular one for the lovely coconut note, somewhat creamy and super long lasting. The notes are coconut and bergamot in the top, tiare flower, ylang ylang, and sea notes in the mid, and then vanilla pod, sandalwood, and white musk in the base. It is a really pretty coconut fragrance. It lasts, it projects, it stays put. It's fantastic. If you like coconut, if you want to smell like you are on vacation, if you want to feel like you are on vacation, if you want to feel like you are in a tropical place and you are 2 seconds away from pina colada on the beach or at the bar or room service, wherever you feel most comfortable and cozy in a tropical place, this is it. This is Vacation in a Bottle. Holidays, it's very appropriately named, and I absolutely love it. I will use this a bit now, and then I will bring it back in the summer, but I wanted a little coconut on my tray as we get closer to the summer. I saw Nude and this one, and love it. Holidays. This next one is called Bee by Ellis Brooklyn, and you guessed it, it smells like honey. It's delicious. I got it because of the honey note. I got it because I hoped it would smell like the notes, and it did not disappoint. The top notes are rum and Divana. Middle notes honey, bran, and cinnamon, and the base is vanilla, cacao, and sandalwood. This is gourmandy. Like, what does it smell like? It almost smells like a baked good, but not overly so, not weirdly so, but it gives a little bit of that vibe. It smells delicious. The honey is prominent. The cacao is there. The cinnamon is there. I guess the rum is a little bit there, but it's not terribly boozy. It just comes together really pretty sweet, but not so sweet that you should stay away in the warmer months. I think it's a great summer gourmand leaning scent, and I would recommend that you check it out. This last one is by Xerjoff, and it's Herba Gold. I actually purchased this in the hopes that I would like it more, that it would be more of what I was looking for when I purchased Herba Pura. And it smells okay when I just smell the bottle, but when I spray it on myself, it starts to lean a little like BO, like something doesn't smell quite right. And that's definitely not what I'm going for. But I had heard that this is like a more fruity version of that, and I hoped I would like it, and I bought it in the smaller size. I really wish I had them in reverse. I do like this. I like this a lot, and I do not get that other thing, whatever it is, at all. There's a lot of notes listed for this one. It's Brazilian orange, bergamot, lemon, ginger. Middle notes is melon, pear, green apple, cinnamon, Guatemalan cardamom, cloves, and then the base is white musk, amber, Madagascar, vanilla, and woody notes. This is a very fruity fragrance, and fruity with like a deep base. That's what it smells like to me, and I love it so far. I don't get any of the weirdness that I get from the other. Happy that I have it. Wish these sizes were reversed, but here we are. Anyway, I will continue to enjoy this, and happy that I added this to the collection. As always, to bring us home, I have my little anointing oil that I use every single night, just about, over my home and over my kids and my family and everything, and just, it's wonderful. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing what I've been wearing this month and what I'll continue to wear. I hope maybe you found something new that might inspire you to check it out, and as always, be blessed, and please subscribe, leave a comment, and a like. I hope to see you again next time.